Alright, morning everybody. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, basically. And today's a big day. We are going to be doing some of our agronomy stuff. Some of our canola is coming up well, so that's good. But I figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. We're going to be doing some planting today for the farm. Haven't decided whether or not I want to do sweet corn yet this year or not. It didn't do too great last year, so. But, yeah, let's get started. So the first field we're going to be looking at here are the ones in the back of the farm. We've got pretty much all of our tillage done. We're just kind of waiting for the ground to warm up some so we can get to planting. I also got to go to the co-op and pick up the seed tender and all our seed and stuff like that. We're kind of getting back to the way we used to be with our first year of farming, in the sense that we're going to do solid, we're going to plant it with no fertilizer or herbicide. We're going to plant, then put fertilizer on as urea, and then after that we're going to after that, I'm going to say we're going to put the herbicide on afterwards. Alright. So, first things first, we're going to come over here. I'm going to check everything here. Okay, moisture's not too great, it's only 9%, but that's to be expected. It's a pretty bare field. That's looking decent. Now, this is the field, excuse me, a little sick. This is the field that we extended all the way down to the bottom there. So, this was 2 fields at one point, now it's going to be 1. Look at what weeds we got here. They'll clear up, I think. So then we got this one here. Okay, it's giving me a pretty similar reading here. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go into our computer. We're going to go into the crop rotation planner. We're going to start with, hold on. This was previously oats last time. So, since we got oats out of it last time, we went soybeans on it. We'll get 95%. Corn, we get 95%. So it'll be pretty much the same. I think we're going to do soybeans, though, because we're going to take a hit on our yields if we go cereal on cereal. So we'll do that. Now this one here, I think we did this one in corn, I believe, last year. Yeah, so we're going to do this one in beans. Soybeans. Okay, so we'll be getting a little bit less than perfect, but nothing really to write home about. Excuse me, guys. I'm just coming off of having a really bad cold, so. Alright, this field here, we're not even going to bother checking because I know what it's about. This is our worst field here. I might just put this one back into grass again, but I figure I might as well. Try and get another crop out of it at least. So this field we're going to just skim over here. Okay, this one here is at same amount of moisture. It's all consistent. Pardon me with the chainsaw. Seems pretty consistent across the board though. A little further up here. Still pretty same, yeah. Okay. This was one of the oil seed fields that we did last year. So, we're going to go to another field across the road. I wonder how John's doing. Okay, so this field here, we don't own it, but we are renting it for this year. Our rent started last year at the end of summer when we planted this in oats. So this is going to be our oat field. We rented this from John. Okay, not bad. We're gonna wanna get some kind of herbicide on here before too long, though. Just a real light mixture so the weeds don't take over. Just gonna grab a quick drink of water real quick. This field on the left, we're not doing anything with, but I was thinking about maybe doing something with it next year. I don't know. So this here is probably our newest field and our biggest one. We are pretty consistent across the board again. This here's a really big pie-shaped field. It's really a weird one. This one here we had in corn last year, so we're going to do this one in soybeans. Yet another oat field. Okay. And then our last field in the immediate vicinity is just up here in the woods. A bunch of alfalfa growing in that field. We didn't even plant that. That was just there from years past. Just bought it because we wanted the land for the oat field, but had nothing really to work into that one. Probably could till it up and put like oats or wheat or something in there. Okay, this oat is growing a little bit too quick. It's already starting to get the seeds on it, and it's only the end of spring, so this should not be like this. I mean, I know this is halfway through June, but still, this is kind of ridiculous. At least here for Wisconsin. I mean, I'll take it. If I can harvest this field sooner, it's great, but... So the next fields we're going to go to are our last two. And then we're going to go and talk to the co-op about our agronomy plan for crop insurance, fertilizer, herbicides, Alright, I'll pick up when we get to the other fields, guys. Okay, guys. This is the next fields, here and here. So this is the field that we had last year. We did this one in soybeans last year. So we're going to do this one in corn this year. So we're just going to look at our... Okay. Pretty consistent across the board. Now this is another leased field for the year. This one here is in wheat, winter wheat. We're gonna need to get some fertilizer on this field. We'll probably do that next. We'll probably do that today, honestly, because that would not hurt to do. But co-op should be open by now. They usually open at 7, I think. I don't see Jim's truck across the road, so... I still remember the days back when the dealership was just this little area here. Now it's got a great big dealership up there off the highway. Ah, good times. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I gotta talk to Jim here in the co-op. So, see you guys in a bit. Okay, so it's pouring rain out. And so much for our idea for going and getting that field fertilized. In the meantime, though, we are going to go hook up to the seed tender, I should say. Alright. Let's fold out our mirrors. Okay, we're gonna lower our adjustable suspension down a little bit. Okay. Close the tailgate. Okay, so first things first. We're going to pull around to the seed. We'll swing this wide here. And then... Oh, I don't think I hooked up the cables here for the remote. Oh, the lights are on. Ah. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Ooh, that... Okay. I don't get why the seed tender's not working. I'll figure this one out, guys. I'll be right back. Alright. Well, we're rolling out. So now we got our seed. We got one hopper full of DeKalb corn seed and one was Stein soybean seed. Not sure which we're going to plant first. We got the two smaller planters for the soybeans and we got the big planter for the corn. However, we can plant soybeans with the big planter as well if we need to. But before we can do anything, we gotta wait for the rain to go away because can't do nothing with the rain. Hopefully it doesn't make the fields too soggy. Now we can't back this into anything because this is not our piece of equipment. We might want to get a seed tender at some point. But that'll do that. Oh, left the lights on. Alright guys, well I'm going to go inside, wait for the rain to stop. Let's talk to you guys later. Okay, so the rain has in fact stopped. The ground temp is still about 8 degrees out, so we're not going to be able to plant just yet. However, we're going to get the planters ready to go. So we're going to hop in the old 8530 here. We're going to do our typical setup procedures. Okay. Got clearance on both sides, which is good. Okay. Let's check over all these row units here, make sure that they're all in good condition. None are damaged or broken. No, they're all good by the looks of things. Yeah, we replaced them last spring, so okay, we can hoist that up. Undo our lids. I gotta think here. I should have backed in, but oh well, we're committed now. Okay, we're gonna pull ahead before we hit something. Make sure that's excuse me. Make sure that's set to the corn side of things. Not close enough? Is that what the problem is? No, we're not. Okay, a little bit closer. Okay, that's gotta be close enough. Now we're over top of both of them. Oh, I see what the problem is. We're too close. It'd be really great to have one of my employees up on there telling me where to go, but eh. There we go. start the pump up. Okay, shut the pump off now. Put the pipe back in. Also, for some reason, my wipers are stuck in the up position, so that's kind of an odd situation to have, but oh well. It'll just stay like that for now, I guess. Alright, we'll just stick this here. So, put our lids back on. And we're gonna fold this back up. And again, now we're just waiting for the ground temp to come back up. So we'll just pull this up to the side here. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably hop into 6R. Oh, let me detach this. We're gonna go get some fertilizer. And we are going to fertilize that wheat field. Lift that up. We'll put out our side markers. And we're going to run down to the co-op again, get some fertilizer for this thing. And we're going to go and take care of a couple of fields, actually, I think. So I'm just going to jump ahead to the co-op, and I'll see you guys in a few. Alright, so we're just getting filled up here with the urea. If I recall correctly, this stuff will go quite a ways, so there's that. Okay, we're just going to put the lid back on it. And now we're down to the field. So once we get done with this wheat field, much like the field we leased from John, we're gonna have to return it, basically. I don't know if we're gonna no-till it into more oats again, or what. I haven't really come to the agreement. I have to go through the leasing agreement for the field again to make sure, because that is something that we do need to know. Now, This is the tractor that I have with the skinniest tires. However, as you can see, we have crushed some of it. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. It's just kind of, it is what it is type of situation. But having said that, I'm just going to go around the outside edge here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the green star, or the GPS if you will, on the tractor to get us the most accurate line as we can. If we don't get right up to the edge, it's okay. The end rows usually are a little bit worse for wear as far as yields, but we want to try and cover as much as we can. I'll move a little bit more left. We're not going through much fertilizer though, which is nice. This thing does hold about 2 tons worth, so about 2 tons of fertilizer should be plenty to get us through this field at least, I would think. So yeah, plans for the future with the farm. I found, well, hold on, first things first. I found that we were getting a little bit too big again. It was getting too difficult to manage. So I found we're kind of downsizing again. Now that doesn't mean that we're going to be small. We're still one of the largest farmers around. I'd say after Jim. Jim owns a ton of land. But then again, Jim has also got 6 employees too. Whereas I only got 2. Wow. If you want to include my wife, who sometimes helps out, sure, but for the most part, it's just 2 employees. Okay. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to go, I think it's, there we go. 78 feet. Set that some straight north. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to back up. We're going to try and drive over the end row that we know is already dead. But yeah, so we're just kind of sticking with what we've got now. We're not really looking into doing too much more. We got, you know, all the fields that we're currently leasing, stuff like that. Come harvest time, it may get a little hectic, especially with all the oat fields we got. But in theory, we could get a couple of the fields excuse me, a couple of fields knocked out in a day, and then that might leave, you know, enough time for rain, stuff like that, because these aren't, a couple of them aren't massive fields, right? Now, to be said, the same thing, some of the other fields are huge, but we'll save there. Yeah, that's done it. So yeah, some of the fields, they're not massive. Like this field here shouldn't take too long. This isn't a massive field. I can see both sides of it quite easily. But you gotta remember, we're also fertilizing this at twice the amount of speed that we would be if we were just harvesting it. So you gotta take that into consideration too. The other big field that's really more of a pain than anything is 33, the one that John leased to us. But if you take a look here, oh, we're gonna wanna switch end rows here soon. But you see, 43 is not that big. 435 isn't really that big. So yeah. Yeah, 35 shouldn't take too long. We also got a good cutting worth of hay off of here that we could cut, bale, and sell. We do a small amount of hay too. We don't really do a lot because we don't really have any cows or nothing like that. But we do hay just to assist with some of the neighbors and stuff. We can sell the hay for, you know, a certain amount of money type thing. So it doesn't go to waste, right? But I think we'll pick up once we get this field done, guys. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Alrighty, guys. So we have fertilized our fields. As you can see, we've hit this field over here. We also hit the field up by my place there. So now we're going to go back to the farm and park this up. I think that'll do it for this video once we're done that too. Look how John's doing. We could make a pass on our canola field too. But I want to get up and get some lunch, so. We got a little bit of fertilizer left in there, but not a whole lot. We're going to have to get more after we plant, because we're going to put the fertilizer on after we plant. But, having said that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, do not forget to subscribe, and hey, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.